we'll be getting started with introduction to Streamlit. We will also understand, like Streamlit, what are the other options that are available for an user. So Streamlit is not the only package which will help you to build applications. In fact, it's a very basic or I don't call it as basic. Instead, it's a very first step. Typically someone who creates a machine learning model, or someone who creates some analysis on their own, let's say exploratory data analysis on their own, if they want to demo it to someone. So a very first step, logically, if you do not have background in HTML, CSS, or JavaScript and all, and let's say you know only Python, and you want to quickly demo it to someone, so Streamlit comes handy in those particular situations where you hide the code and you write it plainly in Python, and you represent or you demo your application using a web application. So as I mentioned, moment you would like to demo your applications, there are variety of options for one to do it. One is Streamlit. So you can look at streamlit.io. It's a simple Python package wherein you'll able to create a lot of interactive visuals. For example, if you want to create any dashboards, you can go to their gallery and see what are the dashboards they have. For example, you can also create a simple chatbot using let's say a local model or OpenAI model. You have options to create a chat window and store messages, and then all you have to do is you just have to give your model LLM keys. Let's say if it is OpenAI, you have to give the OpenAI API key, or if it is local model, let's say if it is a Llama based models, probably you will connect this application to your local models. You can use Streamlit for demoing your dashboards, or you can use Streamlit to demo your machine learning models or language models as well, and you can use it. So this will be a primary step in order to create a MVP, we say minimal viable product, before creating a very full-fledged web server application. See, typically when we create web applications, we either go with Django in Python, or you might go with applications like Flask or something in Python to create web applications. If you are if you are non Python user, probably you will create your web application using PHP, or you might be creating it through any other languages. So in Python, at least, we have Django, and we have Flask, and few other web frameworks are available, but those are something for which you need to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and make sure that you are a proper front end and a back end programmer, which is what we'll ideally do when we go for a full-fledged project. But whereas Streamlit stands in between, wherein you have something in Jupyter Notebook that you would like to quickly demo it to someone else, probably to showcase what product that you're trying to build. If you want to create a full-fledged project, probably Streamlit is not the best package to do it. It just helps you to get started and demo your application. So keep that in mind, which is very important. Though it will help you to create a web application very quickly, it has its own limitations. So like Streamlit in Python, we also have another framework called as Gradio, which will also help you to demo your applications, especially your machine learning model. So it says build and share delightful machine learning apps. So it is also something that gives you some interactive widgets that you can add it to your Jupyter Notebook, or any other place that you're trying to build. It also has a lot of options. So it has chatbot streaming and all. So it's not just you have to go only with Streamlit. There are multiple other options that are available in Python, but for this session at least we'll focus more on Streamlit, because I found Streamlit to be more helpful, one in terms of demoing my machine learning application, and also it is helpful for me to build dashboards as well, and it has authorization, caching, and few other stuff that typical web server will have.